Have you ever been using your Bible study software and you do a mouse over a verb, and it says that the Greek word behind the English word is an aorist. An aorist is a past tense form. But you look at the translation is a present. I go, well, it's a past tense verb. Why is it being translated as a present? Well, there's several reasons why this can happen. But first of all, what you should do is check multiple translations. And if most of them have it as a present, there's a really good reason. In other words, it's not a mistranslation. The fact of the matter is that the aorist, while it by default indicates a past time action, it doesn't always. In fact, the aorist can be used in all different time frames when there's different emphases being made. One of those emphases is when it's called a gnomic form. Now, gnomic means that the action described by the verb is always true. And for example, I'm in 20.21 in Greek for the rest of us. You look at 1 Peter 1:24, if you go kind of a stilted translation, it says, the grass withered, it's an aorist, and the flowers fell off. Both of them are aorists, but that doesn't make any sense in English, does it? To translate it as a past tense. And so what you'll find is that most translations use the present. The grass withers and the flower falls off. Now what's going on? Well, in Greek, you can express a gnomic, a timeless truth, using the aorist. It's not a past time action, it's a timeless action. But how do we do that in English? Now, we don't use a past tense verb for a timeless truth. We use the present tense. So the translators understand that this is a gnomic aorist, and that in English, you express a gnomic idea with a present tense verb. So again, don't be surprised if a basic understanding of Greek kind of falters when you're doing your mouse overs. Translations don't make those kinds of mistakes, okay? So always give the translator the benefit of the doubt. And by the way, this also illustrates one of those points that I like to make a lot of, is that all translations are interpretive. You can't just translate. Yeah, otherwise, you'd have these gnomic forms being translated as past tenses in English, which is a mistranslation. All translations are interpretive. Every single verse in the New Testament involves some degree of interpretation.